It is certainly an honor, sir, to have you on the show called One Step. Let's talk about the journey.
Yes.
Before we begin, I'm just going to get you to introduce yourself, Theo.
Yes.
You would like to have the
Well,
microphone.
I really appreciate the introduction. It was an amazing introduction. It is a profound conversation we're having, of course. So like you mentioned, my name is Theo. Full name is Theophilus, which is a Greek name given to me by my father, who's very biblical, right? Wouldn't tell me where in the Bible, but he told me it's in the Bible. So oftentimes I just go with the short form, right? Theo, make it easy on everybody, including myself, right? But I do love my name, right? It is in biblical terms, messenger of God, right? So along the lines of the spiritual tenets that I grew up on, right? I grew up in Toronto. I grew up in Toronto in a West African household, right? My parents are from West Africa, Ghana. I came here when I was 2 years old with half my siblings, or one half of my siblings, right? So, and then my other half came to Canada a little bit later with my father. So had a bit of a period of a separate household growing up.
Before we get into our discussion, Theo,
yeah,
I like to start out with a bit of a icebreaker, just to I tell my guests just to set the mood. So I have one for you, sir.
Awesome.
Okay.
So for the early half of my the younger years, I was always privileged to have that amusement park as a place to kind of just enjoy, get a little bit of a break from obviously things that could have been deemed stressful for our family. So that was like the most memorable things, like when I was able to just go to Canada's Wonderland. I wasn't tall enough to ride all those rides, but I found my ways to maybe stuff some tissues underneath the shoes to get on certain rides.